Hey everybody, it's Maria. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is doing well, and I'm hoping that by the time you see this video, the last video that I just did for Vangoa, which is a beautiful classical guitar that I can't stop playing, has been released. It should be this weekend. So I got 2 boxes in the mail today, and one of them was packaged this type of box, probably. I haven't opened it yet, but it looks like a larger box that it's in. But this one came like this, which makes me a little worried because, well, it's the box that you would have. There's usually an outer box. So hopefully this guitar is fine. Without further ado, let's unbox this half unboxed item from Vangoa. I don't know which one it is. I know there's 2 types of woods. Now, as I mentioned in other videos, Vangoa has definitely listened to myself and other folks who have reviewed their items in the last couple of years and have improved several things. And one of them is the gig bags. Much, much better gig bags. This is the same material from the banjo gig bag and the classical guitar, and it's really a step up. Let me get rid of this box. So, in the box, you saw there was this gig bag and a goodie bag. I love these. I like the red too. Again, you have the Vangoa logo with the F clef and backpack straps. Hopefully you can see that. Make sure I'm in the frame so that you can see it. It's pretty lightweight, and let's open it up. Good handle. Pocket on the outside. This pocket on this one is on a slant, gives you a little more room. See? Like that. And there's a little more room in the pocket, which is nice. So that you can put this in if you want. You can see on the bottom it's got these like rubber, so if you want to lean it up against a wall, you could. I'd be very careful though. And this is nice because it opens flat. I love this. And it also has a place for holding the neck in place. It's like a little cradle and a strap. So I'm gonna take that off. As is, custom, they give you the Allen wrench right here, which is for adjusting the neck, the truss rod, which this guitar has a truss rod, which is awesome. Because again, a lot of guitars in the past did not have, especially if they were less expensive, they didn't have truss rods, just like some ukuleles. And then there's a problem with that is because then there's a problem with the action. You'd have to sand the bridge, you have to work on the nut, or sometimes some of the bow and the neck can be adjusted very easily with this Allen wrench. Having said that, I would probably not do it myself because I'm not a luthier, but I might bring it to someone I know or have someone who I know and trust, look at it without screwing it up. So that's there. Okay. Leave that here so Gracie doesn't get to it. And let's open this baby up. Wow. Shiny. Let's see. Ooh. Really nice, shiny Sapele wood. I mean, it feels solid to me. It feels like solid wood. I know they had solid cedar on the classical guitar that I just reviewed. Beautiful, beautiful shine, beautiful workmanship. There's just some fuzzes. Let me get up close so you can see this. And just like the classical guitar, it has this beautiful like tortoiseshell binding, which is absolutely gorgeous. You see that binding? Let me see if I can get it clear in the picture. It's so shiny that it's hard to focus. Let me see if I can. You see that? Wow. Wow, that is beautiful. Beautiful. And it's got this little flex in the sound hole rosette. The bridge, wood bridge with the pins and the binding all around. Here's the shiny Vangoa logo. You can see the shininess from the video. Wow. Bone nut. Let me go back over there. Hopefully I'm going to be able to place this correctly. The back also has the grain, beautiful grain, shiny, purfling all around. You see that? And I'll show you the headstock here. Try to get as close as I can. It's got the F clefs on the closed geared tuners. I'll flip it around. You can see this again, like that. And now I'm going to take the little strip off here, the protector. Rosewood or rich light fretboard. I'm gonna have to look that up. I'll put the specs on. Put the specs on the video. Oh, nice action. If you can see that. I wish these type of guitars were around when I was learning, because I learned on a very, very difficult guitar because the action was so high. I actually still have that guitar because my parents gave it to me and I was 18. It's actually my second guitar. The first one my father got with cigar bands. That one was almost unplayable, but I learned on it, so I guess it did something. Okay, beautiful. Vangoa model, basic VG1. Not sure why they call it basic, because honestly, this is beautiful. Basic, maybe, the interpretation of the word basic is different because it's anything from basic looking. It's not plain. It's got all the appointments of a more expensive guitar. It's got no sharp fret edges here. And it's got it's got a binding so that it's purposely done so that you don't feel the fret edges. So that's a nice thing. Nice bracing inside. Wow. I can't wait to tune this up and try it. Oh, it's got the strap buttons, which are really nice. Oh, let's look at the goodie bag. I have to be really careful because Gracie, oh my goodness, I made banana bread and she literally, it was on a, like what I call a mapina, like a dishcloth, and she started pulling it, the whole glass dish was going down onto the floor and the banana bread would have gone on her, including the glass. It would have been crazy. I caught her though, so I have to be careful to push everything where she can't get it. Good thing she's not a cat, or cats jump up that high. Anyway, this is the goodie bag. Tuner, which I will use. Extra strings, which always come in handy, especially if you pop one. This is a pick guard, which I don't particularly like these because they're just like, I think it cheapens the guitar, but if you don't want to scratch the body, you could do that. It's just like a kind of sticker, I guess. A capo, which I explained in my last video. Talked about the capo, how you can change the pitch of the instrument, and then you could sing in different keys. Strap, which I will use to show you. Really nice picks. Really cute picks. I'll just show you here, close up. Owner's manual looks like the exact guitar. So I'm assuming in the other guitar, which is a different grain, that's probably the same type of manual, which is very nice. See? It's 12 string. Talks about string replacement probably for classical guitars because that was a knot there. Some have tuners, if it's acoustic electric. Okay, so you have like an owner's manual for all their guitars, probably the same one. And you get a nice cloth because you will need that for the shiny finish when you have fingerprints on it. And the gig bag, the goodie bag. So I'll put everything back except for maybe the picks and the strap. I'll leave the capo out too. We don't need the strings. So let me shut this video off real quick and tune this baby up and demonstrate it. Okay, I tuned this guitar up. It tuned up very nicely, but just a word of caution, it will take a little bit of time for the strings to stretch and so that you don't have to keep tuning them like every, minute after you play it. There'll be a point where you just have to tune it a little bit each time you play it, and it depends on the weather too. So this is how this guitar sounds right out of the box. Nice. Nice sustain. Let's play some chords. I don't love to play bar chords, but see how I do. So it's doable, it's not too hard. The action's really nice. Let's play it up the neck. Wow, you could play it right up the neck. Let's look at the intonation. So it's already, it's already out of tune, but that's okay. So now it's showing green. I go to the 12th fret. Pretty close. It's a little bit sharp, but as long as it's not discernible to the ear, it's fine. So if that sounds like an E, and this sounds like an E, but an octave higher, you're in good shape. That means it's good intonation. Might as well tune the rest of these strings. And how do they get, stretched? Keep playing it. That's a good excuse. I have to stretch my strings. Got to keep playing guitar. Sounds nice. Really nice. Do some finger picking. See how that works, Really nice, all the way up the neck. All right, let me play you something. What shall I play you? I'm gonna play a song I wrote. Some Days Dreams. It feels like that song. I feel like singing this song. I wrote this for my children when they were little, and it's so much more true now that they're grown up. This was written in 1997. It's called Some Days Dreams. I still feel the same way though. How many times did you ask me if we can ride in a hot air balloon or take a trip to the moon? And I say someday soon. someday soon. How many times have you wanted to sail the ocean blue and live in a lighthouse too? And I say someday soon, someday soon. May your life be filled with someday's dreams, and your dreams come true for you. May your heart remain as light, and your light a flame of truth. Well, that's only part of the song. There's still another verse, a bridge, chorus. One day I'll record that proper as well. So that's Someday's Dreams on this guitar. I like it. Let's try something else. Let's tune it again. Actually, it's not bad at all. Wow, pretty cool. Superman. I can't stand to fly. I'm not that naive. I'm just out to find the better part of me. I'm more than a bird, I'm more than a plane, I'm more than some pretty face beside a train. And it's not easy to be me. Taste of Superman. That's from Five for Fighting, a really great guy named John, but he calls himself Five for Fighting. How about this one? This is Andantino by Joseph Kuffner. So even classical can be played on this steel string acoustic guitar. That's cool. So you can play classical songs, you can play fingerstyle songs, you can play cover songs and songs that you write. I hope this was a good demonstration for you to hear this guitar. I know, it's kind of hard with just a video, but hopefully it gave you enough to decide whether it's the guitar for you or not. It's a beautiful guitar. I wouldn't hesitate to recommend something like this to anyone, not just someone who's learning. I mean, I don't know why they call it basic, because honestly, they're really beautiful. Thanks so much for watching, and thank you very much, Vangoa.